We good to go?
Yes, sir.
We are ready to rock and roll.
Okay, good. All right. Super. Okay, wonderful. All righty. Okay, great. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our April 14th, 2026 Wayne Township Monthly Business Board Meeting. And I have before me an agenda, and always we begin with the call to order. And so let us begin with that.
Dominic Dickey, Deputy Trustee, present.
Austin Knox, Trustee, present.
Anthony Henry, Board Chairman, President. Present.
Bruce Steer, Board Member, present.
Okay, and Ms. Turner is absent.
Correct.
And yep. Okay, alrighty. Okay, that's good for that. Alrighty. Our second agenda item is the approval of the board meeting minutes of March 10th, 2026. And I've kind of had a chance to go through those. Have you, Bruce, at all?
Yes.
Do we have a motion
I would
to
move
approve?
to approve the minutes.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve the March 10th, 2026 board meeting minutes, and I will second that. All those, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, so we have the minutes of March 10th, 2026 passing. All right, item number 3, as always, usually the most important item on our agenda is the financial reports. And who'd like to address the
I will do that
financials?
because it looks like Curtis has not joined us. today.
Okay,
I will-
all right, so Trustee
Yes,
Knox will do the financial reports, and we are ready.
All right, so we're going to start with our Wayne Township Allen County Financial Management System on page 1.
Okay,
We're going to do our cash and funds balance sheet from 1/1 to 3/31/2026, all banks year to date.
okay,
If you look on the far left side, we're going to go account number 0050 Township Roads. There's nothing there. 0101 Township Fund, $2,254,035.66. 0110 Emergency Utility Assistance, $100 even. 0121 the RASS, that's our Richard A. Stevenson Scholarship, $5,619. And for our crowd here, that one is a fund that is non-taxpayers. It is all fundraised, so that is no tax dollars there. 0123 2024 special events, there's nothing there. And that one's also no taxpayer dollars there. 0124 2025 special events, $4,241.39, and that's no taxpayer dollars there. Our next one is going to be 0126 Trust Indiana Debt Service, $448,883.77. 0127 Trust Indiana Rainy Day Service, $568,757.99. And while we're on these two, our Trust Indiana accounts, I want to give you an update on those. For the year, our interest that we've got on both of on the debt services one is $4,595. That's just for the year for that one. And our rainy day is $5,823.
almost $10,000?
Yes, it's just interest. Yep.
Excellent.
Yep. So that has been a really big blessing
Sure.
for those two on
Okay.
those accounts. We'll move on to 0128 2026 special events, $1,500. And once again, that's a non-taxpayer account. 0840 Township Assistance, $1,672,104.57. 9999 payroll deductions, $5,702.25. And then we'll jump down to 1318, our representative payee program, $162,909.28 for a grand total of $5,123,853.91. Now, if you flip to the back of that sheet, what we have in cash matches our bank balance down there in our reconciliation total.
All right.
$5,238,664.80.
All right.
So now we will flip to our statements. We'll run through those briefly. We'll start with statement 0101, our township fund from 3/1 to 3/31. So we're just going through the month of March here. We actually need to flip to the second page of this here. And we're going to go to our month-to-date expenses here, $43,563.74. Year-to-date, $112,810.90, with a remaining of $1,071,336.10.
All right.
We'll flip again. We're going to go to 840.1 Township Admin from 3/1 to 3/31/2026. Month-to-date column there.
All right.
$244,442.27. Year-to-date, $676,433.35, and remaining $3,424,735.65. Now we're gonna flip 2 pages here, so you get to 840.2 direct township assistance from 3/1 to 3/31. This is where our township assistance and dollars come out of. Month to date is $166,842.42. Year to date, $503,220.30, with a remaining of $2,217,279.70. Now, if you look at that far right column, we've only used 18%. Yep. So
Okay.
compared to where we were at last year we were, oh my goodness, busier than I've ever seen this before. But you guys allowed us to have more in that budget for this year for that. And also, we've been a little bit slower because we've actually had a little bit of a tax roll this year that we didn't get last year. When we were paying the taxes. So that's
Okay.
why that's there.
18%.
Yep. Flip to 840.3, other township assistance, 3/1 to 3/31. Month to date is $360.89. Year to date is $548.67, with a remaining of $4,451.33. Board, that concludes the financial reports, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Trustee.
Yes, sir.
And I think I may have brought this up once before, but your predecessor, Rick Stevenson, some years ago, if we look at the special events.
Yes, sir. You're talking about on the very first, the financial management system, this one?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Those are specially raised funds raised by the trustee typically. Some of us have contributed to that over the years, but those don't come from taxpayer dollars.
Correct.
And Rick Stevenson and I wrote a letter directly to the Indiana Department of Revenue explaining to them these events like scholarships and other activities that we do for folks that may need those services. And that we always showed it on our budget. And we asked the IDR to approve the manner in which we collected those private contributions and showed them and then spent them on behalf of the public.
Yes, sir.
So I just want to emphasize again, we've got a letter from the IDR that says that's the way to do it and continue on.
Yes, sir. And I'd also take that a step further. Our last audit, they looked at these funds as well. So yeah, not only did we get the information from the IDR, we also got audited from the State Board of Accounts, and they looked at it as well. And so we're golden.
Trustee, while we're on that, events, scholarship funds, which it's always kind of one of my favorite ones, and if you know, I've always been kind of a benefactor when that letter goes out.
Yes, sir. We
enjoy
appreciate it.
Oh, I know you
Yes,
do.
sir.
And I know it trickles down, but I never tend to see that number move too much.
No.
And I know you're doing these events. In fact, I've got this. I brought this in. I was very proud of this, and we'll talk about this in our discussion. That is excellent. But I know we do, the turkey and the roller dome and the other events.
Yes, sir.
I never see this moving very much.
It's I will say.
Is that because money's coming in or something?
Yeah, absolutely. Our team does a fantastic job of fundraising. And so as soon as we do spend money for one of these events, we turn around, we're getting a check from somebody else that wants to donate. And it also helps when we do get coverage like this, because people see this and they want to be involved with it.
Yes.
So,
okay. But if we needed to also, if we needed even to even do a greater fundraiser and tapping even more into this, it's there.
Yes, sir. Yep. So we've got it there. So each year we do a new fund, our new account number for that. So that you'll see 2024, 2025, and now we've even got 2026. So
okay.
The goal is to spend down what was in the first year's ones first before we get to the second year one.
All right. Okay. I'm glad you clarified that. But that it always looks so healthy.
It does. But like I said, everybody wants to be involved with what we do and the stuff that they see when the newspaper picks up things like that. So.
Pretty proud of that, Trustee.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, good. I don't have any issues. We don't vote on the financials. So any other questions, Mr. Steer?
No.
Okay. All right, then we'll move on to item number 4. And it looks like we got some resolutions.
Yes, sir.
So take it away, Trustee.
Yes,
2604-4.
Yep. So I think it was last month, might have been 2 months ago, I brought to you guys that we were having some issues with our elevator.
Yeah.
And this has been an absolute nightmare.
What's going on with it?
Yep, so I got a call one night from Dom and Mr. Thomas, our HR, and they're like, the elevator's door is not closing all the way and it won't do anything. So I came up, flipped the switch and just killed all the power to it till we get somebody to come out to look at it the next day. And feel free to hop in at any time, but this has been ongoing since January, right, Mrs.
In January.
Yeah, so they come out, they look at it, they're like, okay, it's gonna be, Otis is our service
Otis,
contract.
yeah.
Which, by the way, I'll make sure I choose my words carefully here, but I think because they have such a presence and I don't want to say monopoly,
They
but
do.
a presence on
They
the
do.
elevator game,
They do.
I think they feel like they can get away with almost, I won't say get away with almost anything, but work at their schedule and do things how they do it. So anyway, they come out, they tell us we need X, Y, and Z part. They replace those parts maybe about 2 or 3 weeks later, still doesn't fix anything. They tell us again that they need another part. So we order that part, and they come out and put it on, doesn't fix it.
Oh, for crying out loud.
So then they come out and they say, okay, well, there's one more part we can try, but it's gonna cost you roughly $15,000. And if we put that part on, there's no guarantee it's gonna fix it, and you guys are still gonna have to pay for that part. Or at the end of this, you can just put a whole new elevator in and it's gonna cost you $120,000. But you're not gonna get any of that $15,000 back anyway. So they put us kind of against the wall, and this is what this resolution is showing here, all the steps that we've taken. And we also want to make sure we're staying in compliance with ADA, because we want to make sure we're just
Sure.
building, and we want to make sure that our
Sure.
employees have access to both the second and first floor if they need it.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
ADA,
Handicap.
yes, disabilities and
yes.
accessibility.
Yes,
We do have employees that need it.
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, and not only that, if we've got something heavy we need to carry upstairs, we need the elevator. So we called multiple places that do elevator work. We ended up getting we tried to get 3 total quotes. Otis quoted us, of course, because they're our service contract. We tried, is it Coney or Cone? They wouldn't get back with us to come quote us. And then we contacted Schindler, I believe. This is all in your packet in front of you.
Okay,
Schindler.
yes.
But they won't be able to get out here until, they were $2,000 cheaper than Otis, but they won't be able to get out here until September. So,
We're that busy?
yes.
Okay, well, is the elevator being used at all right now?
No, we can't use it. So that's why we're asking for a retroactive, because we already approved the purchase order to be able to get this started, out of our general fund, so.
Okay, are you considering getting a new one then?
Yeah, so we have to get a brand new one, because that.
How old is that elevator?
It's since this building has been here.
So this is, the building is how old now, do you know offhand? It's a,
Mrs. Andy, you know, I'll talk to you.
I know that it used to be, an orthopedics
Oh, in
place.
orthopedics,
Yeah.
was the original.
Yeah,
I would say.
Do you remember when?
At least the
Yeah.
80s, right?
Yeah,
I would
okay,
say
so-
These are the oldest.
They moved in here in the 80s. That was over here on the lot.
Okay, so you said moved in the 80s, so yeah. that's
There's a lot of history on that elevator.
Yeah.
you can't, okay, trustee, do you, so do we have any, stats? Or have you done a Google search or anything on what is the normal, longevity of an elevator? Like, we know roofs last 25, 30
Yeah.
years. We know, hardware in new houses after 25, 30 years of faucets and things need to be changed. Is there, do we know what, typically what elevators will last?
I don't, but I do know prior to us coming, and prior to Mr. Stevenson getting here, I don't know if that elevator was maintained how it should be.
Yeah, right, so the preventative maintenance was
Yes,
probably
yes,
lacking on it.
yes, because I think even our maintenance guy now said like some of that oil in there has been in there for years.
Oh, for crying
Yeah.
out loud. Yeah, it probably hasn't been well maintained.
Yeah.
Okay, I get
It's
that.
not well maintained.
Yes.
Some of those parts that have been or needed been updated probably ain't even been
Yeah.
made yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And a side tidbit here, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, him and I got stuck in that elevator.
Oh,
So, yeah, we had to call the fire department.
Oh
I'm
my-
not sure if you guys knew that or not.
Oh my
but-
gosh, thank God you had your cell phone on you.
yes.
Yeah.
we put it on Facebook.
But yeah, they did do that.
Yeah.
They put it on Facebook.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't think of a better guy to be
Yeah, I know, right?
trustee. But anyway, okay, so, now, are you considering having Otis do it then, are you?
Yes, just because.
Why?
The reason why is because we have learned that they've got such safety is one, but they do have such, I don't want to say monopoly, but they do got such monopoly on the area for or elevator maintenance and replacement. The one company didn't even get us an email back for a quote.
Okay,
And
okay,
then the second company, they just can't get out here until
okay,
September.
well, they, already, so this part that looks like you might be needing would be 15,000, they
Yeah.
can't guarantee it.
Yeah.
So rather than you buying that part, you're
Wasting that 15,
deciding,
that is time.
you don't wanna risk,
Wasting the 15, yes, sir.
okay,
Yes, sir.
okay.
And that's, I will go ahead and read this.
Okay, well,
resolution.
go ahead,
That's
let's
got-
go for it,
Yes, sir.
trustee.
So whereas the elevator located inside the Wayne Township Trustee Office located in East Superior has not functioned since the end of January 2026.
Okay.
Whereas Wayne Township Office has had basic service plan with Otis since 2009. Replacement of the elevator's main contactor mid-February did not resolve the issue. Replacement of the elevator's board and $14,856.48 cannot be guaranteed. Whereas due to the age of the elevator, Otis recommends modernization with the Otis Hydrofit Mod, and that's the quote that you guys have in front of you. Hydraulic control system at $124,907.14.
Well, they got it right down to the pennies,
Yep,
okay.
yep. Elevator modernization proposal from Similar Corporation, that's the other company that couldn't get here until
Yes.
September. They quoted us at $122,081, but unable to make scheduled work until September. And Kone
Gee.
Elevator did not quote. No other companies would even quote or contact us back, to be precise. Whereas ensuring ADA compliance in elevator systems is a commitment to inclusivity and accessibility, and addressing repairs promptly minimizes the impact that a failing unit could have on individuals with disabilities. Whereas the trustee seeks the Wayne Township Board to retroactively approve the current contracted service provider Otis for the service repair of the elevator.
Okay, what kind of a warranty are they talking
Yep,
about?
so that's
Was that all
all-
in
yep,
back,
that's
you
all
gave
here.
this to us here,
Yep.
okay. All right,
So let's-
I'd like to add my 2 cents.
Oh, please.
yeah,
I'm very familiar with that elevator,
Yes, sir.
the old one,
Uh-huh.
because Gil Bierman moved into here as Fort Wayne
Oh, is that Dr.
Orthopedics
Bierman? Yeah,
back in the 80s. He
Yeah.
moved from the place he had over on South Wayne. That elevator conveyed many people, many handicapped people,
Mhm.
that Fort Wayne Orthopedics were patients of Fort Wayne Orthopedics. That elevator has been in use and gotten, before we came in, a lot of use. And elevators typically don't last this long. But the kind of freight it was carrying was human beings in wheelchairs and with heavy orthopedic equipment. Going up and down that elevator, it was always in use when I came in here. I was an accident attorney at the time
Yes, sir.
and had to meet with Dr. Bierman and others, so I'm very, very familiar with that elevator.
Yeah,
I
it's-
can't believe that it's lasted this long.
Yeah, well, there's some days where, like I said, we're not
okay,
making our
well,
own,
all
so
right, well,
we're sketched out, so.
so, trustee, on this agenda item, are we voting to say, go forward with the new elevator? Or are we going forward just, on this, to transfer funds?
This is, to retroactively approve the purchase of the new elevator.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Alrighty,
I move the resolution.
okay, so, then I'll second that. Thank you for doing all the hard homework.
Yes.
I'll second that. Any discussion, further discussion? Okay, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye, opposed, okay, so great, alrighty, so we've got this, transfer, okay, wonderful. All right, well done. Okay. Well, we're moving on to, okay, let's see, is there another one here? too?
No, that was the only
That's the only
resolution.
resolution, okay. All right, whoops, I'm reading the wrong thing here, okay. Alrighty, so, our next meeting, let's look at our calendar here, will be May the 12th. And, May the 12th. Alrighty, and I have that at 4:30 meeting, May the 12th. Does your calendar look good, Mr. Steer?
Actually,
May the 12th?
Mr. Chairman, my wife and I had planned a long, anticipated vacation.
Well, if it's been anticipated, you better take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're gonna be, we will not be able to be here on May 12th.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
okay, alrighty. And I will be able to be here. Yep. I'm all good on that day, May the 12th, so I'm good. I'm sure Ms. Turner will let us know. Okay. All right, comments, trustee Knox?
Don't have many of them. So the first one I got is April 22nd. Some of our caseworkers, our team leads and our director of that department are going down to Indy for a yearly training that they do. So they're just going down there to make sure that they're all caught up on anything that could be new or any issues any other township is having, so they can bounce ideas off of each other. Let's see, I've got our AP bill, $620. Can't beat it for what we've got going on in our building. Let's see, let's go over our township assistance numbers here. So for the month of March last year for 2025, we had a number of requests of 650, and the total value that we paid out that year, or in March of 2025, was $172,048. Same time frame for this year, total number of requests is 710, and the total value is $166,851. So we're really close to where we were last year.
Sounds like, yeah,
Yeah, so like I said, we're
okay.
not doing too shabby this year. So that's that. We had our Easter event 2 weeks ago.
I saw all the wonderful,
We had about 90 people here for that, and that was a good turnout, and people really enjoyed not having to pay for arm and a leg at the mall for Easter pictures. So
yeah,
people really enjoyed that.
beautiful, beautiful. Now, does that event come out of the?
Yep, the special
the
events.
special events?
The special
Beautiful,
fundraise-
beautiful,
fundraise dollars, yes, sir.
Beautiful, okay.
And that's all I got. You got anything? That's all we got for you.
All right, board members, Mr. Steer?
Well, I would just reiterate what I already addressed there on that elevator. That, I can't believe it's lasted this long, given the heavy usage that it had. I can't remember what the weight limit was on that elevator. But it was, it carried a lot of weight. Because people typically using that elevator were on their way to be seen by an orthopedic doctor, and were often carrying equipment with them, crutches, wheelchairs. So I can't believe as a young man that someday I'd be the guy voting to replace it, very frankly. But there you have it. The other thing is that as a public building, we've got to be concerned about safety.
Yep, absolutely.
So, and being a lawyer, don't throw things at me. Okay? But that's a heavy liability to have.
Absolutely. And I do want to also make sure I give you guys credit too, because you guys have put us in such a good spot budget-wise over the years that we're able to make this kind of purchase and be okay. So I want to say, make sure.
It's good that you moved when you moved.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Trustee,
Mhm.
so back to the Otis thing, just a couple
Yes, sir.
questions. I'm filming through it right now.
Yep.
First of all, I'm looking for the warranty.
And I believe that actually is going to be under their service.
Okay, their
agreement.
service.
Yeah.
So are we
I gotta
gonna
find-
do a service contract with them as
So
well?
that's what we're trying to figure out now, if we want to go back to them or find somebody else to do our service agreement with.
Oh, I think it probably makes a lot of sense to use the persons that installed it.
Yeah, and that's.
Because
that's them,
then you can basically challenge them on
Exactly.
things.
Yep.
But there should be a really good service, and this is gonna be a capital expense, I
Yes.
assume.
Yep.
So this would be a capital expense, and then warranty, and then they'll do a service. I'm curious, did they give you a price on what it would cost to do a service
So
contract?
we're still under their service contract now.
You are?
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
okay.
and I think it expires in 4 months.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, so we're looking at that too,
Okay.
so.
So did you actually meet with this person, or was it you, Dominic, the Otis elevator person?
Was that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the correspondence.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
been, we've been with Joey from Otis and is it Steve?
Yeah.
And have you met the
No,
person?
I think they're from Indy, and that's our biggest
Indianapolis?
thing, yeah, it's like, their actual
Okay,
reps are from
okay. all right.
out of the area.
And have you, I'm just curious if we've ever thrown that model or whatever we're gonna put in there, just to be safe
Mhm.
and wise in our purchasing, but why don't we just kind of, we know what they're gonna give us.
Yep.
Throw that out there on Google or do an AI search and saying, you know, what does an elevator like this cost? It's see if they're right in the ballpark.
Yeah.
If they're right in the ballpark,
Well, yeah, so that, was it Schindler? So
Yeah.
they were only $2,000 cheaper, so.
yeah,
so we're-
okay,
yeah, so
okay,
we-
then
we
you,
felt
then you,
we were-
had- you did,
And Tim did a
do some
good,
comps.
yeah, Tim did a good job of looking around at the different companies too.
Yeah,
and
okay.
figuring out. So, but yeah, I would definitely do it again.
Well, no,
no, yeah.
that's right, you did
Yes,
Schindler, and they were a
Yeah.
couple $1,000 cheaper, and they
Yeah.
couldn't get to you
Yeah,
until
until
September.
September, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
All
and
right.
then, like you said, once again, we've already got a service contract with Otis. It would be moving out of that service contract to go to Schindler. So, like you said, we wanted this, whoever's installed it, be the service contractor as well.
so it'll probably be the same, look, just the same width and height.
Yeah, so, yeah, whatever fits in that, yeah.
Dimensions gonna be the same.
But all the
Okay.
mechanical parts are gonna be upgraded, so.
And how soon can they get it started if we go for them?
So we signed the paperwork, what was that, this early Monday. We're still trying to figure out when they can get everything shipped to us. Like I said, Otis hasn't been the greatest to work with, but they would be before Schindler. We know that. So we're,
Our latest correspondence on that was from us today. We have to get a
yes.
response to that,
Yep.
yeah, so that's ongoing.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
and it looks like they, 90% is what I saw
Yes,
down?
yeah,
90% down.
yeah, that was new to me too, so that, yeah. But we gotta get it done for ADA purposes, so.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shy about pushing him on the basis.
Oh,
that
we
it's a
have
public
been.
building.
Mr.
Yeah.
Steer, you probably, there's been a side of me that's come out for this, that you probably want to see.
There's probably
Yeah, no,
not,
I trust you. I just
well,
would be
Yeah.
nervous if they didn't like your
Yeah,
pressure.
I've had to hop on a couple calls and probably use some choice words that I probably wasn't too.
well, trust you to think about it too, if you think about it, I mean, almost every one of these buildings around here do have elevators. And there are not that many elevator companies out there.
Exactly.
So they're probably being stretched because I'm sure a lot of these elevators are the ages of ours. And so they're failing and they need work.
Yeah,
And so, yeah, you've got a dilemma.
yeah.
But I've noticed that you guys are looking a little bit healthier doing these steps.
Yeah, there we go. We're getting our steps in, huh? There's silver linings.
Some of the other reporters are probably really enjoying water balloons, I guess.
They're not too happy about it.
Yeah.
They're not too happy about it. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, well, let's get this done, but okay, so we got that
Yes, sir.
passed.
So
All right.
thank you.
All right, now we're back to comments. I was just blown away by the star. Did you see this, Mr. Steer?
No, I haven't seen today's paper.
This is a couple of days ago.
Saturday or Sunday.
This is Saturday's paper, and I just sat down on my recliner to read the paper, and I was just stunned about townships helps those in hard times. And trust me, you're all over this. And of course, our township person in New Haven's also addressed in this, and she's doing a good job. And I know that she's got a board that are all Republican. She's working very harmoniously. It's nice to see that. It's nice to see that. And but I'm just so. Did you finally get a chance to look at it?
I did. I read it yesterday when I finally got
Trust,
back.
I'm always shooting these pictures.
I appreciate it.
I'm
I
always
appreciate
shooting
it. I didn't know it was coming out in Saturday's paper.
It was
Geez, thank you.
beautiful, just a great article. So I'm very proud, and I'm going to write Tony San LeBron.
Same lady. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to write him a letter and thank him for covering
Yes, sir.
what township, the functional township.
Absolutely.
So that's my comments
Thank you.
on this. Okay, so all righty, so we're on to item number 7 on our agenda. Wayne Township taxpayers. Any other public comments, Mr. Clendenin?
Just happy to be here. As I said, I'm running for Allen County Council First District. I think if you're going to do that, you need to be out in the community interacting. And
Clendenin, this is an outward sign of somebody who's right there in the ring, and that's what it takes. It takes you got to get out there in the flesh and go nose to nose. Beautiful. Well, we want to welcome you, and this is we meet monthly, and Mr. Steer and I have been on the board for a number of years. I think it's our 4th term, and we're running again.
everybody's at it. You're all running again this year, correct?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
part of the-
Yeah, we've got a couple new ones, in our party that are gonna, are running against us, and so, we welcome them, they're donkeys, they're Democrats, we welcome them. And, but, we're vintage.
Nothing wrong with vintage.
No, we are,
Vintage.
we're wise old guys here and a gal, so, but again, welcome. And any comments at all, Michael?
Other than just, if I'm successful, I won't be a stranger.
Okay.
Maybe not every time, but
Yeah.
again, it's
Okay.
real. Again, Denise and I go way back, and I told her, I think there's a good chance both of us will
Yes.
be working together again.
Well,
So,
good, we'll keep fighting a good fight, Michael, yep,
Thank you all.
yeah, thank you. Okay, and this
Janice,
is,
do you have anything?
Suzanne?
Elevators last 25 to 30 years, according to
Really?
my phone.
oh, your phone, okay, and this is, my lord, this is, 40 years, right?
At least,
Yeah.
I would, the building, I think, was built in the 80s.
Yeah.
Suzanne, was that on AI? Did you do AI on
Yes, I
that?
got it on AI.
Isn't it pretty nice little app, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, good, Suzanne. Thank you very much, okay. All righty, I don't have any other, further question or comments, and so, we shall adjourn. Do we, have a second on that, Mr. Chair?
Sure.
All right, and we shall adjourn. All those in favor, say aye, and meeting over. Thank you so much.